Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions, AITX, does different robots, works with different companies for security and other business solutions. With me is the CEO, Steve Reinhardt. So Steve, great to have you in the studio.
It's so good to see you in person. So fun.
I feel like I know you because we've talked on Zoom for a few times.
Yeah.
So let's just start with, like, you just had an investor open house. So that was at your facility in Detroit. Talk to me a little bit about that. What kind of announcements did you make to investors?
It was this past Wednesday, and we delivered so much information.
Okay.
We launched our RAD 3.0 lineup, which is beautiful, world-class designed products. Our designer, of course, you know, his claim to fame is doing the design language for Cisco. So our stuff looks amazing, and you can find it on our website. We launched a really innovative product called RAD Light My Way, which doesn't exist in the world yet, so that's a big deal for us.
Tell me about that. What is that?
Okay, so what it is imagine that you're here in New York, it's late at night, you've got to walk to your car in a parking lot or in a parking structure. And you feel a little bit of anxiety, you know, and it happens everywhere across the country. Well, there's no real way to help protect you or make you feel good about the walk until now. So now with us, you're going to open up your phone, you're going to open an app, you're going to push one button. It's called RAD Light My Way, and all the RAD devices that are in this area are going to light up, and they're going to see whoever's there, and they're going to yell at them or initiate contact depending on the facility and the time of day and situation, intelligently engage. And as a person, you're going to be able to say, okay, hey, you know what? People are watching me. They've kind of cleared the area. I've got maybe a physical security officer who might be coming up to check things out or help me out, or you might be in a third-party security operations center. But it's the only system out there where it puts the power of that security in your hands.
Interesting. Well, I come to work at 2:30 in the morning, so I can see me using it. It does depend on having other devices in the area.
You have to have our devices.
So that's the thing. Okay. And other ones too that all kind of talk to each other?
Just our devices right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be opening it up over the coming years.
Okay.
But right now it's just ours.
Got it. And then I saw some press that some of your devices were outside convenience stores.
Yes.
Can you tell me what that's all? Is that a deal?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're all public view, so folks know that they're out there. You know, it's difficult for me to comment without permission on exactly how it's going, but I'll share with you that I'm pretty excited about it. And to my sight at this time, everything looks like it's going well.
Yeah.
We're certainly solving some problems. I have to be cautiously optimistic when I am asked questions like that.
Okay.
But let's get back to one thing real quick, because there was another announcement on October 13th that we did this past Wednesday at the Investors Open House. And that was bringing an application into the hands of AITX fans and investors and customers, where they can now virtually place devices wherever they might be, earn points, earn merch. And the idea behind it is kind of crowdsourcing sales and doing additional investor and fan engagement. Again, nobody else does this. Where it goes, I don't know, but we're trying it, so I'm excited about it.
Very interesting. So now, you've talked about, so we've got the Rosa device.
Yeah.
And the Scott device.
Yeah.
I don't remember Scott. Is that new?
Oh, Scott was our first product.
Okay, you talk about Scott, I remember Rosa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rosa's just flying off the shelf.
Okay.
Yeah,
so update me on them, the sales, how they're going, where they're being used.
Yeah, I mean, we broke through the 150 or 160 device marker. Maybe it's 170 now, which is great. With all the devices.
With all of them, okay.
Rosa, we broke through the 100. We shipped our 100th device, so that shows how popular Rosa is. And I think that Rosa 3.0 is going to be even more popular because it's amazing. And we're on what we call our road to 500.
Okay.
Which I think is amazing for a company like ours, you know? Ultimately, at the end of the day, I really feel, and not just me, but our team, our investors, our fans, feel that there is an inevitability about what we do. There's an inevitability that what we do will be everywhere in time.
Interesting. It reminds me of Bill Gates saying a computer on every desk. So we will have a robot everywhere.
I think so.
So how did you get there? I mean, how did you build the business? What did you focus on to get to this milestone?
Yeah, it's been a long road. It's been a long road. You know, I started coding when I was a young boy. on old hardware back in the day, and just studied business, entrepreneurship, had a few ventures, one really successful, a couple others less so, typical entrepreneur's journey. And this particular journey has been exciting because it has tested my persistence.
Okay.
And now we're kind of through the muck. We're on the way up, and we're getting real momentum. So now it's becoming fun.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of hard work to get here.
Sure is. So, and then there's also Romeo.
Yeah.
So there's Romeo 2.0.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
Romeo 2.0 evolves everything that we did on Romeo 1.0. Obviously, it's 2.0, right? 1.0 was built after 300 designs that I went through. I burned through 4 industrial engineers to get to the shape that I liked.
Okay.
And now we're on 2.0.
Okay.
2.0 has advanced mobility, advanced ability to communicate, reliability, advanced range. It takes everything that we did in 1.0 and just amps it up and makes it the type of commercialized product that can be everywhere. Whereas 1.0 was a little bit more specialized. So I'm really, really happy with it.
Yeah. And then also you've just got a deal or a relationship with Ghost Robotics.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
So Ghost builds what I think are the absolute best QUGVs, right? Quadruped
Four-legged.
unmanned guided vehicles, right? Robot dogs.
Yes, yes. Which can be slightly terrifying.
Oh, I'm in the business. I'm terrified. I'm terrified, and I'm pushing the buttons on this stuff.
Yeah. So what do you use the quadrupeds for?
We have a few applications for it. The one application that is public and is easy to understand is what I call a robotic junkyard dog. So now you got some rad devices, you're covering a large area, and when we see something from one of our devices on some corner of the property, we're going to dispatch the dog for further engagement.
Okay.
So it amps up that level of facility protection that we can do, which is awesome. But beyond that, we have a bunch of applications that I can't talk about.
Okay.
But primarily right now, from a public consumption standpoint, we're creating these junkyard dogs.
Okay, next time. So just a final question, Steve. I mean, just how do you envision how we live? I mean, we're in Times Square. Do you see like 20 years of robots milling around Times Square, monitoring different things going on? I mean, how will we live with these robots?
We have already started moving into the future that I see, and I'm going to share with you what that means. Your phone is probably in your pocket. It's probably no more than 2 or 3 feet from you at any time of the day, whether you're in the shower or you're sleeping.
It's true.
So you're already connected to the rest of the world. And you're connected to your thermostat and your cameras at home and your car probably. So take that concepts that we're already practicing right now and then extend it to facility protection, protection of your home, protection of your business, where you have what I call these nodes, these intelligent nodes that you've said, hey, look for this, look for that. If you see something, interact with them. And bring the information back to you or bring it back to a third party that you've engaged with to monitor and manage these devices. So that's the basis of what I see. But the future that I see, and I see it as inevitable, and I see it us as on the road today, is where we are much more connected to a series of machines that are AI powered. And as scary as that sounds, we're doing that right now with the examples that I gave you at the beginning of my response.
Yeah.
So do I think that it's frightening? Yes, because it's change and it's different, and change and different are inevitably frightening, but it's inevitable.
Yeah.
There's guys like me working on this. It's going to happen. And I'm happy to be in a position where I can help.
Well, and there's certainly benefits that can come with it, I guess, as long as we're all smart about how we handle it. So
we have a couple mega trends happening right now. The first we all know about. People don't want to go back and take crappy jobs. They don't want to work at fast food.
Yeah.
So what's happening? You've got big chains doing kiosks and robots, making burgers and taking orders, right? That's essentially what we're doing, but we're doing it starting in the security and facility industry. So that's mega trend number one. Mega trend number two is our aging population in the Western world. It's never happened before in the history of the world as we know it, where population isn't growing. So we're going to enter a lot of uncharted territory, just as we did with coronavirus.
yeah.
And is it going to be frightening? Yes. Is it going to be exciting? Yes. But again, is it inevitable? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Steve. Always very interesting.
A pleasure, Jane. Thank you.